So we have a bunch more new listings to talk about here today on the Transformers Slag podcast. These come courtesy of JT Prime 17 and all the target computers that have been having these internally for the future. These are going to be 2024 product or late 2023 product. Some of it is part of that elusive Transformers Uni listings we keep seeing, the continuation after Transformers Legacy and Transformers Legacy Evolution. Could be Universe, could be Unicron, could be United. We don't know, but it's some kind of Transformers Uni for the 2024 lineup. This will be celebrating the 40th anniversary of Transformers with this new line. And we got some new listings. These are pretty cool. We also have 2 Studio Series listings for 2024. A lot of exciting stuff. Let's break it down like we always do here on the Transformers Slag podcast and make sense of what we got here today. So the first one we got here is a Transformers Legacy Uni Deluxe class Cyber, as they listed here, Hotshot. Now, we could take this many different ways, but what we've already seen in the past with the past Uni listings is when we see Cyb, as in CYB, it relates to Cyberverse-related characters. When we see Cyber, it relates to Cybertron, as in what Galaxy Force was in Japan, related series. And the reason why we have that train of thinking is because we've seen a Cyber Vector Prime listing and we've seen a Cyb Windblade listing. So that kind of gives us a good direction. So chances are what this is this is a Cybertron Galaxy Force related hotshot character, also known as Excellion in Galaxy Force. We don't know if this is his vanilla, straight up, race car version, or his more beefed up, military version, his Cybertron defense version, aka X-Geyser, pretty much, as it was called in Galaxy Force. But if I had to take a guess, if they did the sports car version, it is very Hot Rod inspired. Now, granted, it'll be 2024, and there'll still be quite a distance from the Hot Rod related cars we've gotten in Studio Series and even that in Kingdom. But we'd really be retreading the same thing over and over, unless they could figure out a way to kind of use that very Hot Rod sports car kind of inspired design and use it to make other characters afterwards through repaints and retools. Otherwise, I think the Cybertron defense version would be the more favored one. We already got one through Generation Selects, a kind of an homage in a lot of ways using that Hound mold. Maybe we could get something done proper this time around, but in all honesty, I don't know which version they're going to go with. It's kind of 50-50 in a lot of ways. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, we're getting yet again another Unicron trilogy character from the Galaxy Force, aka Cybertron version, and it is Hotshot. And Hotshot needs that trademark refreshed anyways. It's been a while, so got to throw it out there. We also got yet again, this adds to the mystery yet again of these Rock characters. We got a Transformers Legacy Uni Deluxe class Rock 3. We had a Rock 1. We have a Rock 2, and now we have a Rock 3, and we had a Rock Core class, which was Boulder Crash. He was actually named. So Rock 3 here, we don't know. Probably a Rock Lord character. That's kind of the understanding that we have. Some kind of Rock Transformers, our future modulators that we'll be getting in the future, joining what we got in the past with the fossilizers and the Micromaster bases, and even what we have today now with the Junkions. So maybe continuing that tradition. We don't know, but something is definitely coming. We got a Transformers Legacy Uni Deluxe Class Strong Arm Package Refresh. We know that we're getting Strong Arm in Legacy Evolution. We're probably going to see it next week for the Transformer Tuesday. We're going to see how that mold looks. I think it's just them going, we probably need another female character to pad it out here. And looking at the listings we've gotten thus far for Legacy Uni, outside of the Windblade and the Chromia, unless some of those Rock characters are also female characters, I guess they just want to have more female characters. And I guess if they repack Strong Arm, it also gives a Robots in Disguise 2.0 representation of that series too for this 40th anniversary. That's one way to take it. But we'll see what happens with that. We still haven't even seen that figure yet. We will next week for sure. So stay tuned for that. Transformers Legacy Uni Leader Class Soundwave. Now this one, there's a lot of questions. Normally when they leave out a designation in the name, Prime Soundwave, again, they would have to put some kind of designation in the front. Beast War Soundwaves or BW. or Cyb, like I just said, or Cyber. They usually put something in front of it when it's indicating something. So if this was like, let's say, Beast Wars Soundwave, the Crocodile Mutant, it would say BW. If it was Machine Wars Soundwave, probably would say MW. If it was the Cybertron Galaxy Force Soundwave from Planet X, it would probably say Cyber Soundwave. If it was Transformers Prime Soundwave, it would say Prime Soundwave. But it doesn't say any of it. It just says Leader Soundwave. So what could this be exactly? Is it taking that Voyager class Siege toy or the Netflix Siege toy and giving it a bunch of cassettes? Is it a brand new tooling that Mark and Evan talked about back in February with the Q&A, where they were saying that, you know, they were not satisfied with the way that old Netflix version was, because that comes from the old John Warden era of Siege going into its retooling into Netflix with Earthrise, where the blaster that they made comes from their generation with Legacy moving forward. Of course, it trickled into Kingdom a little bit. And they want to make a new Soundwave that scales properly with that. Could that be the debut of that Soundwave? I mean, keep in mind, this is very important. It's going to be the 40th anniversary of Transformers. Soundwave is a very iconic character with even the mainstream audience, part of that Legendary 7 assortment by Hasbro Marketing. And doing a leader box set with a brand new Soundwave tooling that comes with, let's say, Buzzsaw, Laserbeak, Rumble, Frenzy, Ravage, Ratbat, you name it, whoever, take any mix of those, and doing it in a leader class box set, it would be a hot ticket item for the 40th anniversary. Slap that 40th anniversary G1 right on there, and we'll be talking. And just to play it safe, you do it in toy accurate colors. That way they buy it like that, people get their fix, and then they could do it in show accurate colors later on and do it with Studio Series 86. That way you get your 2 sales like they like to do. So that's the one way I could see it. Nothing confirmed, but that's just how I see it. I could see a new tooling. I mean, when you're talking like, let's say, a standalone large leader Soundwave figure, I mean, we're not looking at those, Titans Returns, Prime Wars kind of, Power of the Primes, those big leader class. They did the Soundwave and the Blaster that turned into playsets. I don't imagine them going in that route with those weird cassettes. I could see them doing something to really, truly celebrate the 40th anniversary of the brand, and they want to do that. Think about all those years ago when they did the Thrilling 30, before we went into, Combiner Wars and stuff like that. They did a great celebration of the 30th anniversary of the brand, and that's where Titan classes were born. So I'm pretty sure they want to do some big bombastic stuff and everything, and we'll see what happens with that. And that's it for the Transformers Legacy Uni stuff, but we do have 2 exciting core class and a leader class for Studio Series here. So the first one we got here is a Transformers Studio Series core class TF4 Steeljaw. Now, when people saw the Steeljaw thing, they right away thought, oh man, we're getting cassettes for our Soundwave finally, for our Kingdom/Legacy Soundwave. But it's TF4 Steeljaw. That was one of the background kind of goon characters for Lockdown in Age of Extinction. So you have to keep in mind that it's that Steeljaw, that weird kind of Cybertronian animalistic primal kind of thing. So we got a toy of that dude a while back. It was kind of those lower price point items, and because he was a small, tiny character. And we're going to be getting that again. I don't know what they could repaint, retool it into afterwards. Maybe they'll just do army building with that or something, give different color schemes, blue, green, teal. But that is, one that some people were really excited when they saw the listing. And then when you kind of see the TF4 listed before it, you go, oh, it's the Age of Extinction Steeljaw. I get it. All right, sure. But the one afterwards we got here, Transformers Generations Studio Series Leader Class 86 Springer. This is fantastic because, in all honesty, the Voyager class Siege one that we got, I felt did the job. Did an incredible job, in my opinion, outside of the weathering and battle damage that those Siege toys had. That could have been a Studio Series 86 Springer, and you wouldn't disappoint me in a lot of ways. But it's not going to be a repack or retool of that Siege Springer because this one's a leader class. So that means they're going to have more budget. It's going to be slightly larger, or probably maybe not slightly larger, but maybe something that's a Voyager class still, but has more of the engineering and parts and pieces needed to be that true Springer. And again, that Siege one pretty much did the job. So whatever they're going to do here with this 86 leader class, and considering what the goal of 86 leader classes or 86 Studio Series in general is is to be the best perfect version of those characters. I'm really excited for that. That's going to be pretty cool. Shout out to, David Cabal, who's the world's biggest Springer fan in the world. He's probably super excited about this. But that's pretty cool. I'm very curious how they're going to go about it. Historically, in the past couple of years, Springer, when he has been getting his Triplechanger forms, they have been Voyager classes. But now all of these Triplechangers recently, at least with the Decepticons, have started to become leader classes. So maybe Springer is going to be starting that tradition, and then we'll see that bleed into other characters afterwards too. Although something like Broadside, I want to see huge. I want to see whenever we get a Commander class or a Titan class tidal wave, I could see we could just retool that afterwards into a Broadside, get a crazy thing. Anyways, I'm going off topic here, but yeah, either way, pretty hype stuff. Very excited about the Springer. That's pretty cool. And starting now with the Autobots and their Triplechangers, getting the leader class treatment after the slew of Voyagers and even some Deluxes back in the day. So pretty awesome stuff. Again, this adds more now. We're updating our Transformers Legacy UNI 2024 listings now. We have a huge list of product. I mean, we got pretty much everything we know now pretty much everything that's going to be happening, at least for the first half of 2024 in relation to this line. We obviously don't know the Commander and the Titan class, but pretty much the cores, the Deluxes, the Voyagers, the leaders. We don't know like maybe the store exclusive stuff, the side stuff, the Hasbro Pulse stuff, but pretty much the retail stuff we got right in front of our face here. Pretty exciting. Let me know what you think, guys. A lot of crazy stuff going on here. And hopefully we'll get some more updates in the near future. Next week we have the Transformer Tuesday with Hasbro Pulse on the live stream, so that's going to be hype. This Saturday, of course, also we have the Transformers Slag podcast live stream at 8 p.m., so be sure to tune in for that. A lot of cool stuff. Talk to you again real soon, and I hope you enjoyed.